Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
Hi, everybody. I am spiritual medium, psychotherapist, and author Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything on November 7th, 2024. So I'm going to say hi to several people, and then I'm going to have a lot to say. So hi, Dee Dee from Chicago. I don't think I'm going to be open on December 10th for readings. I'm so sorry. But you can look at my calendar. My December calendar is halfway open. I'm going to add some dates to it, so I'm not sure, Dee Dee. I just haven't had time yet to look at that because it's been non-stop, as you can imagine. Hi, Renee Rossiter. Oh, so great to see you. Yes, I will talk about the Vedic astrology coming up. Nancy Dominic, hi there. Hi, MKD. Hi, Ruth. Ruth asked the questions about what my thoughts are, why Trump won. And she said, when we are in Aquarius, and now is the time we want for new ideas and away from the old. Well, in Vedic astrology, Ruth, we are not in Aquarius yet. We will not be in the age of Aquarius for about 300 years or so. So we're not there yet. I think that explains some things. I hope that helps. Hi, Ophelia. Hi, Sarah Stone. Happy birthday to Frank Sullivan. And I got your questions, Frank, and I will get to those. But happy birthday, honey. I hope you've had quite a day today. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Ellie. And Ellie says that I was waiting for the car to go home, and I felt an overwhelming surge of energy, bad energy through me. Just the sound of the city made me feel sick. So we're going to talk about all of that. So Jeannie, hi, Jeannie from Boston. Hi, Laura. Hi, Ann Margaret. Hi, Elizabeth Preston. Now, I just saw Elizabeth at the Jen Weigel's All Souls weekend, where I was the first speaker, and then I was the keynote speaker in the end, and then I did readings. I'm telling you, it was an extraordinary weekend with Jen Weigel. If you guys ever get a chance, in fact, everybody that's having, a challenging time now. I mean, we're going to talk about this. Jen Weigel has, it's called the spiritual circle, a spiritual soul circle, something like that. And you look her up. It's just a wonderful group to belong to. So you can, and Elizabeth, if you can remember the name of her group, would you post that, please? And I would appreciate it. Hi, Lisa Jamuzian. Hi, Judy. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Jen Tran. And hi, Amy Van Zost. Hi, Marge. Hi, Kim Ann. Hi, Lori Guthrie. Guthrie Young. Hi. So it has been a crazy evening. Scott McCullough says in Southern California, it has been. I know there are a lot of fires going on in that area. I actually had somebody that I couldn't see today because of the fires. So I think it's in Malibu. So hi, Elizabeth Scott. Hi, Angela. So I'm going to talk about the Vedic astrology, and then I'm going to talk about the energies and, my thoughts on a lot of this. We, as of, let me see, we started on the 5th of November 6th, and it's actually today, the 7th. Venus, which is the planet of, love, relationships, finance, it has been Gandanta. So you've heard me talk about Gandanta in Vedic astrology. I'm talking, and Gandanta is always between a water sign and a fire sign, and it was in Scorpio, just moving into Sagittarius. So this happened during the election. I mean, it was a pretty interesting time for this Gandanta to happen, because that can bring out all kinds of situations. So also it can be an opportunity to release old energies in relationships. But I think this Gandanta is a place to start, because it brings up a tremendous amount of emotions for people. And this happened to be right during this election. And so that energy, you should start to feel a little better the next couple of days. People that are having a hard time with this Gandanta energy. But on November 15th, we have a really significant day. So November 15th, which is coming up next week, we have a significant day because we have 3 big transits that are going to happen on that day. So November 15th. And the first one is there's going to be a very full moon in Aries in Vedic astrology. And Aries, is a warrior. And this is a really powerful full moon because it is ruled by the sun. It also has a lot to do with leadership and power, and it can bring up a huge upheaval for people. So this is a significant day because it's not just the full moon in Aries. And yes, I would suggest you can put your crystals out for that. You can stay in meditation for that. There are a lot of things, good things that you can do. Aries is, has a lot of power to it. So you actually could find your power during that period of time as well. But also Saturn, which is the planet of karma and responsibility and work and health, it's going to be in the nakshatra Shatabishak, which I'll talk about in a moment. It is moving direct in Aquarius. It's been retrograde for, I think, 130 days or so, and now it's moving direct. And when it goes direct, so it slows down to go direct, and when it gets direct in Aquarius, people that have been stuck, if you said, Kellee, I've been stuck with my career, with my health, with just moving on, from that day on, things start to go forward for many, many people. And the nakshatra it's in is called Shatabishak. And Shatabishak translates to 100 healers. And it really has a lot to do with guiding individuals for mental health, for helping with mental health, for their physical health. And I don't know about you guys, but I know so many people that are in health crises right now. Two of my closest friends have cancer that just came up. And it's interesting to see during this period of time, because I think this is such a significant period of time that we are in and that we are going in. So when I'm going to talk about that, but when Saturn is direct, it means to focus on your work, focus on your health, go to the doctors, get looked at, go on go to a health retreat, because it's time to move forward with intention. And intention is everything. This Saturn is all about a deeper commitment to yourself. And Saturn's energy is about discipline. So this could mean that it's time for you to recommit with your goals. Like, I'm going to work out. I am going to take care of myself. I'm going to get my ass off the couch because I'm so depressed. It could move you forward during this time. It's a really good time for productivity. Okay, it's not this week, but it's coming up for next week. And also relationships may have a little more serious kind of tone to them, or more reflective. So you might go into deeper conversations in a relationship, with whether it's family, whether it's partner, whether it's whatever. And finally, this is all on the 15th of November. And finally, the sun on that day in Vedic astrology, it moves from Libra into Scorpio. And so Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and Mars is going to be debilitated because it's in Cancer in Vedic astrology, and it's debilitated, which means it's kind of weak. So that's going to be a real interesting time, because it means major transformation for many, many people. If you are a Scorpio, a lot of change coming up. But also it means, because it's the sun, and the sun is all about, power and structures, this could bring a lot of transformation beginning in all of us. So you may start feeling different even during these periods of time. So these are really powerful aspects. And I've said all along that if you are on Earth at this time, you wanted to be here. And I will tell you, because we're going to talk about empaths and, the energy for right now. And I'll tell you what happened to me, so you'll understand. But first, I want to make this statement, and I've been saying this for 2 days now. Earth is an easy school. Said no soul ever. When we signed up here, we didn't say, oh, I'm coming to the easiest school. I'm going to have the easiest time. No, you didn't. We all knew before we came onto Earth, before we incarnated, that this was going to be a very tough school at a very tough time. And I've been saying all along that we look back at 2020 and go, woo, 2020, that was a peaceful time. It's like, woo, we'll be longing for those days. Because Earth during this time grows our souls 7 times more. And you wanted to be here during this time. And I will tell you what happened to me when I woke up Wednesday morning. I do not watch the news. It's just not good for my energy. So what I did is I woke up and I heard my spirit guide say very clearly, this is how he said it too. He said, remember the assignment. I'm like, remember the assignment? What does that mean? Remember the assignment. And I understood it. It was like a light went on in my head and I went, okay, so my assignment on earth is to raise the consciousness, no matter what. So I cannot sink into fear or I cannot sink into suffering. I cannot. I have to keep my energy up, and because I have to remember the assignment. I have a lot of people to help, and I have a lot of people that count on me to raise the vibration. And I will tell everybody we are going to be okay. I want to say that, okay? That your life is your own creation. So you can navigate yourself to a higher ground. You can navigate yourself to a higher place. You can weather life's storms because these are the times that we are going to have an opportunity for growth and expansion. So, and having said that, I want to step back and say that election grief is real. It's a real thing, election grief. And there was a woman in Scientific American, the magazine. Her name was Pauline Boss. And she was a professor at the University of Minnesota. And she spent 45 years as a psychotherapist. She coined the term ambiguous loss in her work because she was working with soldiers and that were missing in action in the 1970s. But she also applied the term ambiguous loss to her experience with COVID. And now we're applying the term ambiguous loss for the psychological loss of what people might be feeling after the election. And we have to remember that there is a lot of grief now on the planet. Not everybody is grieving, but a lot of people are. But not everybody, but a lot of people are. So the kind of loss that is causing grief for people is because they wanted a different outcome on this election. And it's certainly understandable. It's certainly a normal response to a major loss here, an unexpected major loss. So you have to remember that. And some of this, the loss of maybe hopes and dreams and plans that you thought were going to come from the other candidate, or a loss of certainty in the future that was what they want, what was going to be what you wanted, or a loss of trust in the world as a safe place, or a loss of feelings of freedom over your own body, loss of support for people who have lesser means than the rest of us. I mean, there'll be a lot of grief that remains unresolved. So how do we get through the grief that remains unresolved? First, it goes down to expressing your emotions. So find a safe person that you can be with, that you can express your emotions. Cry if you need to cry, scream, get angry, do all of those things that you need to do, okay? Because this is the time to express your emotions with this. Because grief will come in waves, as we know. You might be, it could be anger, it might be depression, it may feel like you're at such a loss, but I assure you, that things will progress and that your soul wanted to be here. So your soul will have the opportunity to make all kinds of choices here. Think of it in those terms. So here are some of the things that you can do to help calm yourself during this time. You can, because especially when I'm talking to the empaths out there, the empaths are the ones that feel all the energy. They feel it. So the people that are empaths out there at this time, really take good care of yourself. And remember, we are all light workers here. Light workers need to shine their light. You may feel like your light is dimmed right now. It's temporary. It is temporary. I promise you will move on. Everybody will move on. Oh my gosh. Well, we move on. You have to remember that. So express your emotions. Another thing to do is self-care, which would be maybe taking a long bath if you could, or taking a shower, anything that you just makes you feel a little better. If you have a pet, play with your pet. If you make a list of things that make you happy, listen to soothing music. I cannot tell you, I listen to music now all the time, and I find all kinds of music that I listen to. I have never appreciated music so much in my life, and I live with a musician. Do something nice for someone else because somebody else is hurting right now. Do something nice for somebody else because this is an important time to practice that. Practice what you preach. Be good. Be kind to one another. Have compassion. Have empathy. That's what is needed right now. Do practice. I tell you what, exercise, maybe get some exercise. That would help because it gives your energy a place to go. Go outside in nature. Sometimes this helps. Remember a favorite memory. That helps too. And one of the things that really helps also are essential oils. Essential oils, they keep you calm and they raise your vibration. So essential oils is a really good one. Frankincense it's always been one of my favorites, believe it or not. And it's a sacred oil for spirituality. So you kind of remember that because during this time, so many people are going to have spiritual awakenings. And I've talked about spiritual awakenings in the past. We will have all kinds of opportunities to live and to grow. Take action because action absorbs anxiety. So again, be helpful to somebody you know. And if you notice an emotion showing up in your body, be mindful of it. Be curious, as Dr. Shirley would say. What is going on in my body? I have a stomach ache. I'm anxious. I'm whatever it happens to be. Really. Also this, do not isolate. I know people are thinking that they need to isolate. Really, what the whole point of this is to find your peace within, and you operate from there. You operate from your peace within because your essential nature your soul is always actually at peace. Your essential nature here, the outside will create a disturbance. And that is the journey. And you have to remember what my guide said to me, which is, I still can't believe he said it this way. He said, remember the assignment. And it was like, okay, sir. Yes, sir. I remember the assignment. Okay. It's what I have planned for before I came here. And again, I want to repeat, Earth is an easy school. Said no soul ever. Nobody said that. This was always going to be a place of probably shock and intensity. Always. I think we've had some good times and we will continue to have good times. Please remember I'm saying that. We will continue to have good times here. Okay? And we're all responsible for raising our vibration. And that you can all do. Yes, you can give yourself a few days to recover. And then, please, for God's sakes, raise your vibration. Start to feel good. Don't let all of this come into play into your vibration to bring it down. Do not do that. Do not do that. Because I know that you guys you can raise your vibration. You're all empaths out there and you're all light workers. I don't care what team you're on. You're a light worker. Now, come on, raise your vibration. You guys can do that. There you go. Because I kept saying, what would my mom say? My mom would say, what's Kelly say? That's exactly what would have happened. I think about that all the time. So, okay. And so anyway, I'm going to answer a lot of questions, as many questions as I can for everybody. And Frank, I want to talk to you, honey. You are King of Clubs. Happy birthday, Frank. Your birthday came at a very interesting time, didn't it? And oh my gosh, well, happy birthday. So the question is for you, are there any messages from your spirit guide or my dad? So let's go from messages with the guides here, because I have that. And we'll get you a message from your spirit guide. Whoops. Whoop, that just fell out. Okay, hold on a second. Let me move this. I need a bigger desk here. Okay. Frank, calm is not a weakness. Calm is not a weakness. So a lot of people, that's a great one for a lot of reasons. A lot of people said to me, and I'd love to know if this happened to you guys, that they woke up and they were almost eerily calm in the last few hours or the last few days. Now, I can tell you for me, I've been working a lot with the energy of the angels, tremendous amount. I've had dreams of legions and legions of angels. And it was kind of a funny story, but I mean, it's not that funny, but I had a physical and on Monday, and then I saw another doctor on Tuesday. It's like the Saturn thing has really got me coming and going with doctors, but anyway, I'm fine. And my blood pressure, in the oddest time, when you would think, you see somebody in a white coat and you've got the election and you got all this stuff going on, my blood pressure was like better than ever than it could possibly be. And I said to the woman, would you do this again? Because like it can't be. Oh, it'd be. 2 days in a row, 48 hours. I had the best blood pressure. There was blood pressure. There was something about I don't even know how to explain it. This energy of calm and peace that I still have. So I wondered about other people having this. Maybe it's because it's all over. I don't know how to explain it other than I've been working so much with the angels. And it really, I feel for me, it has really kept me at a really good place for all of this. So, and Frank had a second question, and he said, when we pass and we go through a life review, how long does it take? Is it a year? He says, meaning if I live to be 90, does it take that long too? No, Frank. No, it just takes its time to do it. I don't think they don't have time on the other side, but sometimes I've had souls that had a very complicated life, like did a lot of harm to others, maybe alcohol and drugs, just a lot of harm to others. And that can take a little bit of time. No, it's not a 90-year thing. It's nothing like that. It would be a period of time that you go through and you review, the highlights, the lowlights, parts of your life that you did really well and parts of your life that you needed a little help. It's not judgmental. It's not about that. You're with your guide. And you review your life, because the whole reason we do a life review is because if we're going to come back to Earth, or whether we're going to go somewhere else, there are lots of places to grow and learn. What is it that we did learn here? What did we learn? What would we have liked to learn going forward? And what would we like to look at that we could have done better at? Some souls practice over and over per lifetime to get to where they are. I was one of those souls. I kind of had a focus on responsibility was my life theme. And we all have the life theme. I talked about this at the Jen Weigel event. All of us have a life theme, and it's really almost who we are as a role. And then all of us will have a secondary theme, which will be our obstacle. Like it could be a thorn in your side. It could be a child. It could be a parent. It could be a relationship. It could be somebody that has been an obstacle for you. Typically, it's a parent, mother, or father, or both. But anyway, the obstacles are always to help us grow. So that's a long way around the barn, Frank, but I hope that helps you a lot. Okay, and I have a question from Anna Maria Ochoa. Hi, Anna Maria. She says, I'm an 8 of diamonds. Which 8 of diamonds, you can always tell an 8 of diamonds. They have this great smile. You walk in a room, think Lonnie Anderson. Remember the actress Lonnie Anderson? She was a typical, Dolly Parton, another 8 of diamonds. They walk in and you just go, whoa, who is that energy? She said, I'm an 8 of diamonds, so I usually like to spread love, which is typically what they do. She said, I don't feel that way now. And I just want to crawl in a hole and hide. And my husband and I voted for opposing candidate. So it's a bit more difficult for me right now. So Anna Maria, that happens in many, many, many relationships. You're not alone. Seen this many, many times. And so you figure out a way that what is good about your spouse, what you love about your spouse, what think of the positives. Think of what you can to keep a positive energy around. And as far as going into a hole, I get it, but that will change. We need you to spread love and smiles now more than ever. Okay, remember your assignment. All of us have the ability to remember our assignment of why we incarnated. I mean, it's just we have to remember why we came here. Why did we come to Earth at this time? It was the most incredible opportunities for growth. That's why. I mean, talk about being a cheerleader for it. I am a huge cheerleader for it. Oh my God. I went to go get a card. I was thinking about a card for everybody, and this is the card that came up. How interesting. The earth is our school. That is, thank you guys. That is the truth. The earth is our school. And this is, again, the hardest school, Earth. And we are going to be having some challenging experiences. And so each of those will give us an opportunity to make all kinds of choices. Do we want to stick our head in the hole? No. Yes, you can currently. And then my mother used to give me a day. You get a day, Kelly. Okay, one day. That was it. So by next Thursday, we'll be having a different conversation for one day. Here you go. And Vicki, I want a card for you, my friend. I always give you a good night kiss. There you go, honey, from your beloved Mike. I love him. And I love the clouds, Vicki. I love the clouds. Some of our loved ones, we have to remember our loved ones. And are they watching out over us during this time? You betcha they are. Of course they are. Of course, some of our loved ones on the other side, which always cracks me up, were very political. So they're watching now during this period of time as well. That happens too. But they absolutely know what's going on. If anybody ever thinks, does my husband know what's going on? Yeah, they know. They all know what's going on the other side. Marilyn Wiedemann says, I feel like my energy is draining. Marilyn, I understand that. And I'm going to ask everybody, again, during this period of time, give yourself a break. Take a nice hot bath. Watch movies. Is there anything that you particularly made you feel good back in the day before this election? Is there any good positive memories that you had? Music, anything. And that's okay. It's not a cop-out. It's what we really need to do. We just really need to come together for all of us as one. We absolutely need to come over for this. And Laura Crum says the feelings of being overwhelmed is still lingering. Of course, the bomb just went off in a lot of directions. So of course a lot of people are going to have all kinds of emotions over it. And then, so rest. Everybody needs to rest. And I want to say this, I will never get political. I am always going to be holding a space for everybody here. So I think that is extremely important because, again, I know my assignment, and that is my assignment, everybody. So I am choosing always to keep my vibration up and to do the best I can out of this. Dee Dee says, out of curiosity, who heals the healer? I've been getting, I can't read the rest of it. Somehow it doesn't come through, Dee Dee. But who heals the healer is a question that I asked a lot in my book, actually. Who heals the healer? Well, when we're all healers out there, and somebody being kind can heal a healer, somebody who's just there to listen, somebody who's just bringing somebody a cupcake could be a healing thing. We have to remember it's truly now the little things. I want everybody to remember this. Trey N says, KW, my husband has 3 lesions found by colonoscopy, and he'll need surgery to remove. They are precancerous, 2 to 4%, but tend to reappear. Any insight on overall health outcome? He's 125. So his birthday is January 25th. And I will say this, thank God in a way that this just comes up now, because this is the time. January 25th is a 2 of diamonds. Oh, he's got a long life. 2 of diamonds, they always have a long life here. They just do. They're like the original keep ticking, keep going. I've never seen anything like it. And this is the perfect time, as I was saying, remember, we had that eclipse on October 2nd. I knew I was going to have trouble because September 17th was the first one. My birthday was right in the middle of it. And then October 2nd, right? That's the big eclipse, which was in Vedic astrology in Virgo. It's K2. So it's karmic, it's health, it's healing. So many people are going to be having their deep healing situations right now. So they got it in a good time. He's going to be fine, Trey. it's a good time right now for all of this. And also, I always get this question. Oh yeah, before I even get there, let me thank you, Renee. So on December 6th, if you guys are around, I am teaching a class with Janelle Campbell, who's a wonderful medium from Australia and a wonderful channeler. She does great meditations. Oh my gosh, if you saw us, we did Monday night, we did a show on angels and archangels. Well, we're teaching this class. It's a 2-hour interactive Zoom event on December 6th. It's at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So Eastern time, that's 7 p.m. Eastern. And it's a 2-hour class. And in Australia, it's that next day, Saturday, December 7th, I think at 10 or 11 a.m. I don't remember. You'd have to go and look at Eventbrite. But please join us. It's a wonderful, going to be an incredible class. And I think it's at the perfect time to connect with angels because they're always around us. And there are more now than ever. And if you raise your consciousness, even thinking about angels, you will start to feel this an amazing energy that comes through. And I swear to you, that is what has kept me in this, I don't know, calm space, so I could remember why I'm here, actually, because that was going to be remember my assignment. I cannot forget my assignment, whatever it is. Okay, Mark Brevard says, Kelly, I'm walking on my grass and feeling grounded. Okay, how great. And Mark, you're a wonderful musician, so make sure you're doing music too. It's a wonderful time for this. So Margie Renzi says, Kelly, you are so inspirational. Thank you. I love your energy. Thank you. I personally am not sad over the election, but I love that you are so caring for the people who are sad. Oh, I'm an empath for everybody. I just am. And I want everybody to know that we will move forward with grace, with dignity. We will move forward. There will be extreme opportunities for growth during these times. Victoria Mansfield says, that sounds like an actress name, Victoria Mansfield. I've been sending people care and love no matter who they wish for it. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. I've spent the last few days staying present in this moment. And love is the answer no matter what the question. That is the truth. And I have chills. So thank you for saying that, Victoria. And you know what? I'm going to get you a card for a message from the guides. Here we go. Focus on the positive. They've got a great sense of humor tonight. Focus on the positive. I love that. Oh, Karen Schumann, you're absolutely right. She says the Bach rescue remedy. I can't cope without it these days. So funny you would say that. I'm out, but this is what it looks like. Bach rescue remedy. If let's say you had a little anxiety, or let's say you just were a little stressed, it's good. I was told actually to give these to my dogs if they had trouble. I've never done that, but I'd like to hear from a dog person if they think it's okay. But anyway, it's a natural stress relief spray. And I bought this on Amazon. And I love that. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Patty Week says, let go, let God. Right on, sister. Life is good. Choose joy and bring heaven to earth. So you got the assignment, Patty. You understand the assignment. That's important. I mean, remember, if we can just remember why we incarnated at this time. Bailey Beth Sovine says, I'd like to take that class. Wonderful. Well, then just go to, I think it's on the comments. It's on Eventbrite. And if you can't find it under the comments here, go to my website, kelleewhite.com, and you look under resources and you will see the class. Now, I think it's going to be very calming for everybody. Yes, you can sign up at kelleewhite.com/resources, or just go to my website and you will find it there. And it's going to be, she channels the way she channels. Oh, I've just never seen anything like it. She's a wonderful channeler, and she's got such kind energy. I mean, I am like the queen of upbeat and positive. I am a spiritual warrior this way. And she is a spiritual warrior of just love and compassion. And just being in Janelle's presence makes you a better person. I'm telling you, it just does. She is that person. It's just unbelievable to me how good she is. So, Casey Hudson, we are rejoicing, but I am empathetic to others' losses. We went through it 4 years ago, but life wasn't living. So everyone will feel the good balance. Well, there will be a balance. You got to remember that. Adeline Merch, remember the assignment is something Kamala supporters kept repeating. Oh, I did not know that. You're kidding. That's hilarious. I did not know that. Oh my God. So for me, remembering the assignment, when I heard that, I went, okay, here we go. No. It was my guide telling me to remember what I'm here to do. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, Anne Margaret says, talk in a safe space. Yes, self-care, be kind, have empathy, music, exercise, nature, memories. Yes, wine. I didn't say that, but if you need to have a glass of wine, go for it. If you need to have a martini, go for it. I had the best martini Saturday night after I did my after I did the final keynote speaker. I had a martini with 3 blue cheese olives, and it was just grand. Thank you. So yeah, and it's not an easy place. There's no place like home, Ellie. That is the truth. Go see a movie. Oh, Conclave is awesome. Oh, I haven't seen that yet, Marge, but I do appreciate that. So that's interesting. Melania Stan started a new job. That's good. Okay, she says, I started a new job and I'm feeling a bit anxious about how things will go. This is a perfect time to start a new job, especially with Saturn going forward, because Saturn is work. It's work. So let's say, again, you've been stuck. It's a good time to start a job. Given my challenging financial situation, this job is really important to me. If you have any insights or advice, and your birthday is 10/29, okay, you're a 6 of Hearts. 6 of Hearts always has success in work. It's family that they have to deal with. Melania, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It's a perfect time to start that job for you. It's perfect. Vanessa McCormick, Kelly, I would love a card. I've been ready to meet the forever love of my life, hoping I will on September 19th, a 5 of clubs. Okay, so here's the thing. 5 of clubs in September 19th, you have to find somebody. 5 of clubs is all about freedom. They want, well, it's funny, it's kind of a two-pronged thing. They want security, but they want freedom more. So your job, Vanessa, is to find somebody, and you will. I have seen it a million times. You will. That the person also has to have freedom. They have to understand it, because if you get a clinger, it's gonna, be a drag for you. So let's get you a card from. How about James's The Power of Love, which is a great. I love all of his decks of cards. I think that's great. Hold on a second. Let's get you a card here. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. And this is for you, Vanessa, but this is for everybody. So we are all here on Earth at the same time, and we're all one, really, but we're on different paths. Everybody's on a different path. Ultimately, it's the same path, which gets us higher and higher and higher in wisdom. Denise Silva. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one. Sabrina Vasquez. She says, I clicked on this video and there's so much beautiful energy within all of you. Thank you, Sabrina. What a sweetheart. Let's get you a card from The Power of Love. Cooperation. This is a great one. This is for all of us. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. That is the truth. Everybody will be a teacher or something you're here to learn, or you'll be a teacher for them and you'll be teaching them. I mean, it's just how this works. So thank you for that. Okay, wait, I have to read. Oh, wait. Denise Silva said, I made chicken soup, good for the soul. Okay, and you are 12-5, a king of clubs. I love to make homemade chicken soup. I do that probably once a week, and it's so good for the soul. It just is, right? And sometimes I go back and forth between that and doing something vegan. I can't help myself. I go back and forth. Sometimes I just do a big vegan thing, but I do it every week, and it's really good for the soul. And you're a king of clubs, which means you're a female with a male brain, and you're very psychic and would know things right away. You would know if somebody needs that chicken soup for the soul. So there you go. Angela says, okay, Yogananda used to say, thank you, Angela. Do you think you came here to have a good time? I did not know that, but I'm going to remember that one. Oh my gosh. Do you think you came here to have a good time? Boy, is that the truth. Oh my gosh. Hi, Henry. Hi, Kelly. I love your show. Thank you. And I'm finally catching it live. Thank you. I've been navigating through some uncertainty in my career. Can I have a card? Of course, you can have a card. And your birthday is Christmas, so 12/25. So that makes you a 6 of hearts, which isn't that funny because the last person on 10/29, it was Melania Stan, also a 6 of hearts. Different months, but a 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts always has, they might have some uncertainty in their career, but boy, can they have power of success. Think 6 of hearts, oh my gosh. I think some, I've known 6 of hearts that could just make money in their sleep. They don't even think about it. Their concern is their family. So family would be more of an issue, but you will have a lot of success in your career, honey. A lot. That's a good one. Okay. Teresa Red Eye says, my birthday was on 11/3. Any messages from family who's passed? Well, let's get you a card here. So 11/3 is a 4 of diamonds, which is stability in work. And this, I would say this is definitely from a husband. We are soulmates, a husband or a very close family member here. We are soulmates here. There you go. That's always a great one. Laurel Davis, your relationship with your mom is so nice. Thank you. It was a wonderful relationship, and she does help me so much. Casey Hudson. Hi, Casey. Got your book and excited to start reading it. Thank you. Hopefully you and James do an episode of readings for us fans in chat. You're awesome. Thank you. Well, James and I have been trying to figure out how to do one with chat. So believe it or not, James and I, when we first started our show, we were doing readings live for people. And we were doing it on the phone, so people would call in. And then so many called in that it broke the system. And so we tried it over and over and over, and we just didn't have a strong enough system that could hold it. It's really hard because for us, when we say something, it's, let's say I'm looking at this and I'm trying to get, and I have a message that comes through. It's better for us if we have some response from people. So that makes it a little tougher, but we are trying to figure it out. Candace McGuire says, I'm having open heart surgery in December. Will it go well? Yes, it will, Candace. Gosh, you're about the 3rd person I heard about this in this last week. I'm telling you, between cancer and heart this week, it has been quite an experience. Yes, it will go well, honey. It's your time to have it. It's a perfect time to have it. It's going to go well. Definitely will go well. Okay, Amber Lily. Kelly, my birthday was 10/11. Any messages would be appreciated. So your birthday is 10/11. October 11th is a Jack of Clubs. So Jack of Clubs is somebody that's very creative, lots of energy, and also always into healing. There's always some healing aspect of that. So any messages? Let's get you a message from the power of love. Joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Yay. Always perfect. Here we go. Joanne Eberly. Hi. Starting over during these crazy times at age 70. Woohoo! Joanne, you're my kind of gal. Good for you. Okay, 11/16. Okay, that is amazing. 11/16. No, and I said my kind of gal. Yeah, because we're both 4 of clubs, and I did not realize that when I said that. We're both 4 of clubs. So 4 of clubs is somebody who would start over. Read my book. It's about starting over. It's about knowledge. And so these are, this is a very special time because your birthday is coming up, and your birthday is right after Saturn goes direct. That's a good sign right there, because that means starting over will be with a real big emphasis. This part of our life, when we hit the stride of where you are right now, is really about looking at the world and what you want to do with your time, and how do you want to grow and expand in a way that you have not done it before. So let's get you a card from the power of love. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Really, Joanne, good job. This is very exciting time to be alive here with you. Okay, so let's see. What else can I answer here? Vanessa McCormick says, thank you. The one I love is March 31st. 1st, which I also believe is a 5 of clubs. So March 31st, I should know that by heart. Hold on a second. Is a 5 of clubs. Okay. The two that get along really, really well are 2 5 of clubs. It's the funniest thing because they both appreciate, they know the assignment of freedom, which is what you come to do. So I think that's very, very good. Good for you. Jan Marie Peterson, I'm 63. Should I sell my house and move and travel before I'm too old? A lot of people are asking me that. So March 2nd is your birthday. So March 2nd is an 8 of spades. 8 of spades can do anything. 8 of spades, you're only at 63. If you wanted to do it, do it. If that's what you're feeling called to, do it. If that's what you are feeling called to, because you could do it. There is nothing that an 8 of spades could not do. It is the most powerful card out there. So there you go. I think, yes, if you want to, go for it. Ellie says, it's because you cleared your mind about my blood pressure. Yeah, could be. My doctor lowered my pressure recently. My mind goes into the water. Interesting. Okay, so let's see here. Casey Hudson, can we get a card for my special dad, Tom, and mom, Jenny? They're strong, sweet spirits. Their birthdays were 12/30 and 4/8. You bet. Let's get you a card. Here they are. Hold on a second. They have no more earthly worries. No more earthly worries. And I would say a sign for them would be sunflowers, special. And I really get the sense that they're all proud of you, Casey. So keep going. Okay, Isabella Cerulli says, my mom is in the hospital and her birthday is January 14th. Can I have a card from her? Absolutely. We'll send her a lot of love, Isabella. Okay, here we go. Expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. This is probably for you, for your mom. This is probably for you, for your mom. I mean, just go in and make sure she's good and in a good space. That's the best thing we can do for our loved ones when we take care of them. Every time I go take care of my mom, I would walk in just so happy. And she's always so happy to see me. And I was always so happy to see her. And so there you go. Julie says, Kelly assured us that we will all be okay. Yes, we will all be okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. A. Luswick, I am new to your webcast. Oh, so sweet. Thank you. My birthday is December 20th. Does being born so close to the winter solstice affect my empath blues? Because I feel that strongly the closer I get to my birthday. So I'm going to share something with you that I'm going to talk about on our angel show or on our angel class, but I'll share this now. The archangels, I work a lot with the archangels, and when I had a traumatic brain injury, and that I started seeing angels everywhere, but particularly the archangels. And I was told that they, on the solstice, the winter solstice, they go to convene with God, that's where they go to convene with God. And they gave me a lot more information than that, but that's kind of the essence of it. And so I think being that close to the solstice, you probably feel it's a time, in other words, where you go inward. And so interesting, having your birthday on the 20th there and you going inward might feel the blues. But instead, if you can reframe that to I'm going inward. Now, normally on your birthday, you kind of want to come out like this, but you chose that birthday. And December 20th is a Jack of Hearts, which is all about compassion and sacrifice. So even choosing that birthday would have been a sacrifice for you. But just kind of know you're going inward. When I moved, I'm from Los Angeles, but I moved to a farm in Wisconsin, and I didn't know anything about the winter or the snow, or I didn't know anything. I didn't own a coat, Now I have like a plethora of coats, but I didn't have a coat. I didn't even have boots. I didn't have anything. So, and the only reason I say this is when I was at a birthday party for James's birthday, I think it was his 60th birthday, I think it was his 60th. And we had a friend of ours was there, and her name is Jordy, and she lives in Ohio. And James said, Kelly's moving to, you're going to be your neighbor. We didn't know where Wisconsin was or Ohio, frankly. And she said, I said, well, how am I going to do the winter? Because that's going to be a really hard thing for me. And she said, the winter. It's when my soul is restored. Well, I'm going to tell you what, that's what I think of. And when I think of December 20th, That's what I think of. Okay. So I hope that helps. Okay. Evie Freedy, she says, do our spirit guides tell us some truth to any of our questions, or do they protect us from it? It happened to me, so I'm not quite sure anymore what to believe. Spirit guides tell us some truth, or do they protect us from us? No, they would. Well, it's a good question. I think that if we're supposed to know something, somehow we will figure it out, or this. But a lot of things, times, they just are here to guide us. So the message I got was, remember, Kelly, what you're here to do. Remember the assignment, because you have an assignment here. They didn't tell me what the assignment was. They didn't have to at this point. I got it. I got it. So, Renee Rossiter says, hi, Renee. She says, angels, I had a vision of Archangel Michael and Metatron infusing the ley lines with a blue violet resonance. Okay, that's incredible, because the damnedest thing, Renee, I can't even believe you just said this. So I have always worked with Archangel Michael, and yes, he exists. All the archangels exist. It all exists. And so in the past now almost 2 weeks, nearly every day, I have heard the word Metatron. Now, I know Archangel Metatron, but even to the point where over the weekend when I was at the Jen Weigel event, somebody was talking about Archangel Metatron. Well, Metatron helps with, which I didn't realize at the time, spiritual wisdom. So he is making a big presence right now, and for spiritual wisdom, because again, so many of us on this path, on this journey, are here to raise our vibrations in a time of strife, at a time of duality at its finest, if you will. And the fact that you just said Metatron here, boy, I'm going to be talking about Metatron in our class on December 6th. So please join us with that. Teresa says, I'm loving your book. So let me just say this. It's called Cracked Open. And if you haven't read it, please do. I would love that. You can find it on Amazon, or Barnes & Noble has it too. So there you go. Sarah Bressers, how do you work with the angels? How I work with the angels is I will be doing in the middle of a session, and I can feel the energy. It's an energy that comes in, and how I work with them is I talk to them all day long. I'll say, and by the way, I know there's two schools of thought. Well, you have to ask the angels to be there. Well, they're going to be there if you just have to acknowledge them. That's all. Like, I felt like an energy was helping me. It's more than likely an angel. Angels are really there. It's a loving energy. It's a kind energy. It lifts. It's uplifting energy. There's a lot of joy and a lot of laughter. So that's it. And you are 1223, and 1223 is an 8 of hearts. 8 of hearts is somebody that comes to have big emotions. Often I'll find them as a therapist or a lawyer. I've seen both with that. It's kind of funny. 8 of hearts comes to help people with emotions also, and really to master emotions. But let's get you a card from the power of love, harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. There you go, Sarah. I hope that helps. So, okay, Lori Counts. Hi, Lori. How to handle people where I live, going overboard with huge flags on the back of trucks, behaving rudely to others. Lori, here's what I'm going to say to do. You're going to go, what? Send them love, love, love. Send this beam of white light of love, love, love. Because as you do that, you're raising your vibration too. And that's what is happening. Maggie Landis says, Kelly, I'm feeling very calm right now. Great. I decided to sign up for James's spiritual life coach. Can you tell me if you feel this is the right thing for me? Oh my gosh. I think it's a wonderful thing for you to do, Maggie. I think it's a wonderful thing. The spiritual life coach gives you a lot of tools for helping everybody, and it's really good. And you are 1127, 6 of hearts. What is it with 6 of hearts today? All 3 different 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts absolutely can help everybody through this kind of a course. I think it's fantastic. Debbie Smith, every time I see you and James, my inner being lights up with so much love. Thank you, Debbie. Let's get you a card, honey. Oh, I got chills when you said that. Commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. And we all have to remember that. We all have to have a commitment to ourselves to keep our energy good, no matter what. I mean, listen, This is Earth. We signed up for this. This is going to be a challenge. Okay, we've got challenges. Okay, so here we go. Rise to the occasion. You can do it. Dee Dee, thank you, Kelly. Every show is absolutely amazing, but tonight just hit differently. Oh, and much needed. Dee Dee, let me get you a card, honey. I appreciate you saying that. Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Well, some people are ready. And everybody will get there. Nia Anderson, love your show. Can I get a card? January 2nd is a Queen of Spades. Very powerful. It's the most powerful female card there is. Nia. Big, big, big energy with that. I didn't say it was easy. I'm just saying it's a large energy. Friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. I would hope that everybody can look at another person and see what they have in common, as opposed to being divisive. Please, this is what we need to do. Matt Scarborough, great to see you at All Souls. Thank you, Matt. Loved your presentations. Thank you, honey, so much. I read your book and now I'm passing it to Matt. Matt's birthday is October 20th. We are learning so much from you. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, thank you so much. I really loved it. I'm hoping I'll be there next year too. And also we're going to have Julie Ann Siegel. I'm teaching a class with Julie Ann Siegel I think it's in February, and maybe it's January. I don't remember now. I'll know soon. And she is a feng shui master, but we're talking about endless possibilities. It's going to be an extraordinary class. And she'll be speaking at the Jen Weigel event next year as well. So, okay. Vicki Nason, hi, Vicki. Kelly, I know I've told you this many times, but you, my friend, are the good in this world. Oh, bless your heart. You are the bright light in this world, helping so many through the darkness. You are our earth angel. Thank you. Great show tonight. Love you. Thank you, Vicki, from the bottom of my heart. I just love you so much. I really appreciate that very much. Vivian says, thank you, Kelly, for the show and all your spiritual light wisdom. Blessings to all. And everybody join. Oh, Anne Margaret, thank you. This show was needed. Thank you for that, honey. I really appreciate that. I want to say on Monday, James and I are doing a really interesting show. And here's what it's going to be about. What do they do on the other side? What in the world goes on the other side? What do those souls do? They leave here and they drop off the meat suit, and what do? So we're going to have an extraordinary show Monday night, so join James and me Monday for Life After Death and Beyond. And then join me next Thursday. We'll talk about more astrology. We'll process more of everything that's going on. And if you can, join us for the Archangel and Angel class on December 6th with Janelle Campbell and me. And it's going to be, we have great times together. So thank you, everybody. Please take good care of yourselves. Really, we're all going to be okay. Take good care of yourselves. Okay, please. And I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.